I started as a lawyer in 1991, and by about sort of late 92, I had the opportunity to get involved with some telecommunications work, which was really very, very new. And although I was in a big firm, there were no partners or even senior lawyers who had experience in those sorts of areas. So it was a fantastic opportunity for me to get involved. I did a lot of telecommunications work. I then started doing a lot of work in IT generally, mostly on the customer side, so banks, putting in a banking system, hospitals, large corporates, putting in ERP solutions, and it just really grew and grew from there. And it was a field that I was really interested in. Usually I work with senior IT people or CFOs, so you're working at senior level of a business, and often it's something new that's going to change the business. The clients are, well, typically they're usually very intelligent, they're innovative, there's a lot of change management that goes on within the actual technology that they're putting into a business. This is going to transform things, so it's that kind of innovation that I like as well. Over time, over the years, I see, well, I might be doing something for a particular client, but wouldn't there be, hundreds or thousands of other organisations around the world that would need exactly that type of agreement or exactly that type of clause, which might be unique to that client, but let's face it, there'd be lots of people in the same type of situation who might benefit from that same type of thinking. So let's make it available in a vanilla type of way or a template way out to the broader community. Certainly our focus is to obviously engage with customers, listen to their feedback, take the product development in the direction that our customers want to go. So that's both in terms of adding on further industries. For example, it might be construction and engineering or aviation next, depending on where we get feedback and requests. But also within an industry where we get feedback, listen to that feedback and incorporate it into our monthly updates. So that definitely there's an engagement there that we really want to have. Whether they're a procurement manager, someone putting in a system for a hospital or a manufacturing company, whether they're a lawyer, an in-house counsel that says, hey, I need this type of an agreement. Definitely we would look at preparing additional products based on that feedback.
There's a similar set of things that happen in most places, and then there are nuances by industry. So a construction industry has a bunch of things around consents and sign-offs and retentions and all those bits and bobs. There's still a similar sort of workflow, and there's so you might have 80% of the workflow is consistent, and you might have 20% which are sort of branch outs, if you will, which are specialist. A lot of things we use now just have certainty because we've used that regularity, and we're now focusing more on the special things, knowing that we can bake in that 80% which is standard. And that's the good thing with the templates, because the templates pretty much are going to stand the test of time in many jurisdictions. It's just a pick, connect, and write a bit of story around it, and the contract is done.
The reason I sort of had the confidence of putting all these products together and making them available internationally and globally is that in my law practice over the last 15 years, I've had a lot of work whereby one of the parties, either my client or the supplier, the customer or the supplier, is based overseas. So you might get an agreement that's governed by the laws of Pennsylvania. And given I'm a New Zealand lawyer, I can advise on New Zealand law. I'll then tell the client I can do a lot of the work based on New Zealand law because we have a commercial deal going here, we've got a technology project. A lot of that is all the commonality, whichever country it was in. Then you'll need to take it to your lawyer in Pennsylvania, or we can find a lawyer for you in Pennsylvania who will need to review that. My experience over all those years, and many times doing that in different jurisdictions, is that the lawyer makes no change or barely any change. So it's unlike an area, say employment law or property or company law, where it's very, very bound by legislation that's particular to the jurisdiction. Here we're talking about, often a technology project or something that's say a click-through license agreement online or terms and conditions, cloud, which is often inherently internationally based anyway. And there is that large degree of commonality, which means that I've got the confidence that these templates will be useful. I can't say 100% that they're, guaranteed in every jurisdiction. That's certainly, I can't do that. But it's going to take you a long way towards getting something that is suitable, and then get that local review and sign off.